Hi, I'm Dan McLellan, the Chargers Rapid Reporter for CBSSports.com, and this is the Chargers Rapid Report Recap Show, where every single week I take 3 of the Chargers Rapid Reports, break them down, and give you a little bit more information going into each week's game. This is week 10 of the NFL season, where the San Diego Chargers will be taking on the Oakland Raiders in the first Thursday night game of the season. It's a battle of first place because both teams sit at 4-4, along with the Kansas City Chiefs. You hear some voices in the background. I'm at the Manchester Grand Hyatt for the Celebration of Hope Gala event on Wednesday night before the game. It's a very special event for the Chargers organization because Bill Johnston, the Chargers media relations wife, Ramona, has the disease. It is a debilitating disease that claims 100% of those diagnosed with it will eventually pass away from the disease. The stars have shown out tonight to try to raise funds and awareness about Huntington's disease. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is here. I spoke to him earlier. I'll share some of that video with you. We have Dean Spanos here. We also have former Charger kickers John Carney, as well as Darren Bennett, who are keynote speakers for the event, as well as ESPN's Chris Berman, who is the host. All right, I'll show you some highlights of the event, as well as getting into some of the Rapid Reports. Here's the first Rapid Report for this week.
Running back Michael Bush will carry the rushing workload for the Raiders because running back Darren McFadden is officially out for Thursday night's game. I have played against Bush twice each year, defensive tackle Antonio Garay said. He can more than get the job done. He is a heck of a power runner. Bush has rushed for 333 yards and 3 touchdowns on 79 carries this season.
Well, certainly the Chargers catch a break in the fact they don't have to face Darren McFadden. By no means is Michael Bush a slouch. He's had 333 rushing yards on 79 carries and 3 touchdowns. He's somebody who's always performed well against the Chargers, and although it is going to be helpful that McFadden isn't in there, by no means do the Chargers have it easy with Bush. If they can contain the running game with Bush, this will give them a huge advantage in this game because Carson Palmer really is only about 70% of the playbook, and if you can force him into throwing, then the Chargers should have an edge in this game.
Raiders quarterback Carson Palmer's first full game this season was on Sunday. This makes it difficult for the Chargers to game plan against him because there is not much tape. It's what we are trying to get a handle on, Coach Norv Turner said. We are working to get a feel for what they are going to do and how they are going to do it with him. Everywhere else they are the same.
In Carson Palmer's first game for the Raiders, he was thrown in without knowing any of the offense for 2 quarters and threw 3 interceptions against the Chiefs. Last week against the Broncos, he played considerably better, but he still threw another 3 interceptions. So Palmer has now thrown 6 interceptions in just 6 quarters of play. It's actually a lot worse than Phillip Rivers. And I think really that is a major key for this game. If the Chargers can get to Palmer and disrupt him, they're likely going to force him into some mistakes because Palmer even now only has 70% of the playbook, according to Raiders head coach Hugh Jackson. And I think the Chargers can do that by doing exactly what they did last week against Aaron Rodgers. They were able to get some pressure on Rodgers, and I do suspect that they'll be able to get some pressure on Palmer. And if they do, I think they'll have a big advantage in this game because I think for once, the turnover factor is going to favor the Chargers.
Quarterback Phillip Rivers has thrown for 2,469 yards and 14 interceptions through the first 8 games of the season. That puts him on pace to throw for 4,938 yards and 28 interceptions. Rivers threw for 4,710 yards in 2010 to lead the league in passing, but he only threw 13 interceptions last season.
As I mentioned earlier, Commissioner Roger Goodell is here. We talked a little bit about the possibilities of the Chargers getting a new stadium. He did say that he's going to meet with the mayor of San Diego tomorrow and see where things are progressing. Here are some highlights of Roger Goodell.
What do you think the Chargers are about staying in San Diego? The team said that the downtown convention thing was probably the last chance for them.
Well, they've been trying for 10 years to find a solution to getting the stadium. I think everyone recognizes that the stadium is needed to keep the Chargers competitive. And they have worked tirelessly to find a solution with the community leaders, and we need to do that. That's part of the initiative, to try to find a solution that works for the community. Listen, we have to find a solution here. Right now, the San Diego Chargers are here because the Spanos family wants to be here, and I believe they want to continue to be here. It's up to us to find a solution. We all have to work together to find that, and that's our commitment. I know the Spanos family commitment, and I'm confident the leaders here in the city.
All right, very good. Thanks.
The best news here really is that the dialogue is still going on between the city of San Diego, the Chargers, and the NFL with regards to a new stadium. I talked to team owner and president Dean Spanos, and he said that really the biggest news recently is that the city of San Diego has hired an outside firm to put together a financing program. If they can put together a financing package that makes sense for the city and all partners involved, then what we'll see is really the groundwork for a ballot measure in 2012 for the citizens to be able to vote on. If that was to pass, then the stadium would get built, and the Chargers would probably remain in San Diego forever. If that doesn't get done, however, there's still major concerns that the Chargers could move to Los Angeles. Once again, I'm Dan McLellan, the Chargers Rapid Reporter for CBSSports.com. Please click on CBS Sports every single day for your latest Chargers information, as well as following me on Twitter. My handle is San Diego Sports. Until next week, I'm Dan McLellan.